Oh, where we live?
Yes!
Oh, but do I have to like make it vertical or something?
No, you're good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Maybe. We're live. Let's try it. Yeah, probably. It's Instagram. You gotta be vertical.
Hi, everybody. This is Laleh.
This is Manju. Or Angel.
Yeah. And we are at the COP with Simone. The first live class with Simone in like,
2 years.
yeah, long time.
Wow, too long.
In Puerto Vallarta. How did we get so lucky?
One of my new cities, my new favorite cities.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah. For me, it used to be Rome and Sydney, but Puerto Vallarta beat them.
Well, I don't know. I think that's stretching it a little too far. But this is exactly the whole point. Like, different people, different points of view.
Totally. And neither is right or wrong. So what are we talking about?
Well, we have a party that's coming up on the 16th, and it's called the Party of the Twin Books.
Woo!
Yeah. I don't. Well, his hands are busy right now.
There.
Can you guys see them? Oh my goodness. Hey, notice how big? Yeah. Because we have a lot of questions.
They're like fat books.
The fat books.
And both men and women have a lot of questions.
Yeah, yeah. So this one is called
Salon de Femmes.
And this one's called the Gentleman's Club. And the way it actually started is these were classes. This was a class just for women. Women can come, and the facilitator was Gary Douglas, and they could ask any questions about being a woman and dealing with a man. And then this one was just for men. No women were allowed in this class. And then these magical books came about, and realizing truly how much we've bastardized relationships, creationships, and not really knowing much about the other sex.
and no interest in communion at all.
Well, sometimes our idea of communion was to be right, but that didn't work.
Interestingly for me, communion meant giving up something.
Yeah.
Like in order to have communion, I had to let go and give up me.
Yeah.
Which didn't look like fun. So it's so weird.
I have to say, what's really interesting is I have a lot to learn about men, however, like when I look at my previous relationships, like even my last marriage, like one of the things we actually had was...
I just got my divorce.
Yay! Yeah, we're having a divorce party soon. But what was interesting is actually Peter and I had communion. We honored each other. We asked each other questions. We didn't try to put each other in a box, and then other stuff happened along the way that, changed it. But like, it's like, what do you already know about communion that you are changing and making it be what this reality would call a relationship? Because relationship means a distance between two things. And most people who start...
How much do we use gender and gender identifications to like create a separation?
Yeah, that whole stratification
like
of
we're
it.
a different species or something.
Yeah. Are we a different species?
Are we?
We could be, that's okay.
Should it matter?
No, that's the point. That's the point. It's like, just the honoring of each other, no matter who you are, what you are, where you are, and what's going to work. And one thing I realized is like the thing about these books, and now to become a facilitator, you actually need to read these books. It's part of the prerequisites of being a certified facilitator. It's because it's not just about who are you sleeping with, who are you copulating with. It's like, even like having a son or a daughter, like it's that communion even with your family or your friends. And even
who are you being? Like, I mean, just because you're a woman, it doesn't mean you have to read Gentleman's Club just to know about the other sex, or me, like just to know about women or something like that. It's what are the points of view that you have about your own gender that's not allowing you to be more?
Yeah, and so much of it is hidden agendas. They're not even things that you might even know is your point of view about you and the opposite sex.
Or the other sex, not exactly the opposite.
That's true. I said that. I said the opposite. Oh, that's what I'm going to have to pot a pock.
Yeah, we would have to like live up the oppositeness then.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. And you know, it's funny. Why are we even here talking about this?
Because we have a unique program that's called a Twin Book Club, where Laleh and me are going to be reading both these books simultaneously
Yeah.
and exploring whatever comes up.
Yeah. You know, one of the, actually, how this all came about is, you know, I had a situation, whatever I want to call it. I was aware of something and I had so many questions, and I was like it was so outside my universe and reality what was happening. And I was like asking a bunch of guys, actually, hey, can you give me more information here? Like, what questions can I ask? And what came out of it was, well, so many things, so many awarenesses. But one of the things that came out of it is what I needed to read this again. It had been too long. And one of the things that we realized is like, well, what contribution can we be to truly oneness? And not the separation of right now you have this kind of body and I have this kind of body, but truly like that self-growth that we talk about, you know, you actually being more of you. And for me, it includes not just being, quote, woman, but be this infinite being and include all of it, all the energies and all the awareness and all the questions.
Yeah. And sometime last year, a friend of mine called Jim Lee and me read these two books together, and it was so amazing, like what we got out of it. Like, because when you're reading one particular book, the conversation is about that gender, and when we read them together, there's somewhere you forget about which gender the discussion is about, and you get to see how irrelevant the gender is at all. And it was so beautiful, and like, wow, and really we would like to invite you all to savor that magic.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, right now where we are in the world, like, truly, like, the gift, the energies that are available in the universe now, like, what receiving is possible that we haven't considered. And for me, I'm really excited about the exploration of a different kind of conversation, a different kind of communion to what can be available in the world.
And what can we create?
Yeah.
That's never been available so far.
Totally. And this is not a bashing of anything. You know, we were joking about your divorce stuff, but I adore my ex-husbands, both of them. You know,
like the question that Simone just said that Gary asked, like, what are you not laughing about?
Yeah.
That what are you not joking about, or what are you not laughing?
No,
about,
what are
like,
you not laughing about?
Which you could laugh about or something.
Yeah.
No, what humor are you not seeing in the situation?
What is so funny that you're not laughing about?
Yeah,
or something like that. See, I was trying to go into your head, and there was so much space. There's nothing there. I just had to agree with you.
Yeah. So what are you not laughing about?
Yeah, what are we not laughing about? Oh my gosh, so stuff. So we invite you guys to come play with us. It's going to be 6 weeks, and it's a book club, but we're not reading line by line by line, but really topics within the chapter, and then reading from it and having discussion. And so your only prereq is going to be to actually have the books. Both of them. Yeah.
Right.
So, and you can download, you can have a Kindle version, you can have a physical, whatever works best for you. But
Audible.
That's true. You can have the Audible version. Yeah, I love listening to books. So, come play.
Yep. See you soon.
Yeah. What are the infinite possibilities we haven't considered yet that are available now to be chosen?
Ciao.
Ciao from Puerto Vallarta.
How do I stop this?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.